Welcome to the City of North Charleston's 2022 State of the City Address. I'm your Mayor, Summey, honored to sit before you and report yet on another year marked with resiliency, perseverance, and tenacity of the people of North Charleston. COVID continues at the forefront of our conversations and daily lives, and I am proud of the 1,000 city employees who have stepped up to get vaccinated and continue to work in situations necessary to be face-to-face with the public. Added administrative burdens have been undertaken by our Human Resources Department and others as we continue to thoughtfully manage a large workforce with varying roles and responsibilities. We were delighted to see some reappearance of normalcy within the community with the return of our much-beloved events, like our Farmers Market, Arts Festival, Harvest Festival, and our Christmas Festival to bookend the year. My hat is off to cultural arts and recreation staff who work diligently to coordinate these events with much success. As of today, we are very happy to announce the city's St. Patrick's Day Parade and Festival is back on March the 12th. The community celebration we have all long awaited for is finally upon us. The year 2022 marks the city's 50th anniversary, and I am proud to announce a huge celebration in June. This family-friendly event will highlight the city's past and present, but most importantly, it is meant to bring our wonderful, diverse, and unique citizens together for a day of connecting and celebration. The past 50 years of North Charleston has been marked with ups and downs, but our progress is undeniable. What started as an idea, a city came to fruition and has blossomed to be the third largest in the state and unquestionably the economic powerhouse of the state of South Carolina. As a city, North Charleston has grown its services in every aspect and forever improved the quality of life. You're all part of the story and growth, and I look forward to celebrating with you in June. As part of the evolution of our city, changes are coming to a few recreational amenities, and we hope to add even more in the not-so-distant future. In design now is the reimagining of the interior of Park Circle. Standing today is a building with much community significance and grounds where many have attended events and participated in athletics. Our vision is a new state-of-the-art community and cultural center designed for the next 50 years. A Miracle League field and large all-inclusive playground with accessibility for everyone, and modern park and outdoor spaces suited for hosting markets and civic celebrations. Over at the Danny Jones Athletic Complex, we envision a new aquatic center and gymnasium to properly service our enhanced recreational needs. To round out our senior citizen programming, 2 new senior centers are in the works to bring our count to 4. One to be constructed on the old tank farm off Carner Avenue and the other close to the North Charleston Aquatic Center on Patriots Boulevard. With the additions in the southern end and Dorchester County areas of the city, we will have easily accessible centers for activities for our elderly population. If you haven't ventured to the former Navy base recently, I highly encourage you to do so. You'll see plenty of changes afoot. I currently sit in Quarters A, the Admiral's House, among the old officers' housing. Fully restored, this structure joins Quarters F and K as space available for public rental. A unique setting such as this showcases our city's rich history while offering a one-of-a-kind experience for weddings, business gatherings, and family reunions. City staff is working now to prepare the remaining historic officers' housing area for private purchase and restoration. It is the city's vision to have a thriving neighborhood once again, but in a public park setting. Under construction now is the pedestrian bridge to connect the riverfront park to the north side of the creek. This structure will become iconic in the future development of the waterfront. Private investment is set to be deployed in the areas of the Powerhouse and Storehouse Row, and what is largely a working center shall be transformed, with residential units and community-focused commercial space being established over the next few years. To keep up with the area's pace of growth, continual focus on infrastructure is a necessity. However, infrastructure improvements are neither fast nor cheap. Over the next 10 years, North Charleston will see a lot of orange cones, but the result will be improved infrastructure and mobility. The expansion and optimization of 526 is in the planning phases now. Palmetto Commerce Parkway will be extended past Ashley Phosphate to connect to Aviation Avenue. Dorchester Road will be widened from Michaud Parkway to Cross County Road. In addition, a new pedestrian bridge will be constructed across the Ashley River to ensure safe passage for pedestrians and cyclists traveling to and from West Ashley. And Lowcountry Rapid Transit will traverse the entire length of our city to provide a quick, convenient mode of mass transit. I always highly encourage public participation in the planning of these projects to ensure the best outcomes. Please keep watch for notices of public meetings and online surveys. There's not a day that goes by when we don't hear about the nuisance of trains blocking our roadways. Our emergency personnel, fire trucks, police officers, sanitation workers are impacted as well. Unfortunately, there's nothing that can be done at the local level to dictate train movements within our city. We wish there was. However, with the opening of the Leatherman Terminal in North Charleston, South Carolina State Ports Authority has agreed to help fund a rail overpass on Rivers Avenue at Durant. Additional funding must be acquired to begin the project, but there is a solution to this traffic issue in the works. Costing upwards of $50 million, overpasses are expensive, but through the collaborative approach, a solution is being accomplished. In a continued commitment to improve community relations and transparency, the North Charleston Police Department underwent a racial bias audit this past year. While there are always areas of improvement, we were pleased that the audit acknowledged that North Charleston is a large, diverse city with different communities that require varying levels of police presence. I know the top priority of the men and women of our police department is to end victimization in our city. The study also noted a major point of concern for community members is accountability, but recognized the department's active work to promote consistency and officer responsibility. Changes take time to implement, but I am confident that Chief Burgess has the department on the right track. He is keenly aware that working hand in hand with the community improves our department and our city. Our public safety is also expanding in fire service, which had an increased call volume reaching over 23,000 calls for service. Aligned with the city's future growth, we are working to establish a new fire station west of the Ashley to meet the needs of new development. The West Ashley Overlay Zoning District was established to restrict development in this area, but even with limited density, fire service must be maintained. We also expect to see plenty of investment and growth along our traditional corridors. And to ensure development is community and transit focused, the adoption of the Rivers Avenue overlay will keep high-density growth in the proper areas of our city to protect our traditional neighborhoods. We're excited to see how this zoning change complements the establishment of Lowcountry Rapid Transit. What's key to supporting this expected growth and increased service need? By running the city like a business and living within our means to support the budget, retail sales reached an all-time high at $7.9 billion, keeping North Charleston as the state's leader in retail sales for the 29th consecutive year. And while fee collection decreased 2.1%, we saw an increase of nearly 10% in property tax collection. It remains our pledge to be financially prudent, to give our residents and businesses the best services possible with the revenue we receive, and I am thankful that our City Council remains in lockstep with this promise. In finances and the city's vision, I can say that City Council is committed, as am I, to the responsible management of this city to ensure excellent services and projects and initiatives to improve the quality of life in our city. I am proud to work with them on behalf of our citizens. Daily, I reflect upon the great responsibility we hold as individuals elected by the people we serve. Let's continue working together to create a bright future for our children and our children's children. In doing so, we can all leave the world a little bit better than we found it. God bless and good night.